When you walk through the door and your dog completely loses it, barking, jumping, spinning, whimpering, you probably assume he spent the whole day absolutely miserable without you. Most owners do, and wrapped up in that belief is a quiet guilt you've been carrying since morning, since the moment you pulled the door shut and left. But what's actually happening in that greeting is far more complex than it looks. And once you understand it, the way you come home will never be the same. There's also one specific thing most owners do in the first few seconds after walking in, thinking they're being loving, that may actually be teaching their dog to struggle harder during the next goodbye. I'll show you what it is at the end. Let's start with the behavior that confuses owners the most. 1. The spinning isn't chaos. It's an ancient ritual. Your dog sees you walk in, and before he even reaches you, he spins, runs in circles, twists around himself. Seems like he can't get his own body organized. Most owners laugh. Some get a little worried. But almost nobody understands what's actually happening. Dogs live in a world built entirely out of smell. Their sense of scent is so precise that researchers have found dogs can detect olfactory information that would be completely invisible to any other creature. And when you walk through the door, you're carrying a full scent map of your entire day. Every place you went, every person who touched you, every environment you passed through is registered on your body. The spin is your dog activating that system. He's repositioning himself to take in all of that information at once, circling the most important scent source in his world, which is you. It's not random agitation, it's reading. It's the canine equivalent of studying someone's face the moment they walk in and trying to figure out in seconds how their day went. When your dog spins in front of you, he's decoding everything about you. And he does it because you matter enough to be read that carefully. 2. He jumps because he's trying to reach your face. This is one of the behaviors that generates the most guilt in owners. The dog jumps, scratches, nearly knocks you over, and out comes the classic training advice. Ignore it, turn your back, teach him that jumping doesn't work. That advice isn't wrong from a practical standpoint. But before you apply it, you need to understand what's driving the behavior. Among dogs, greeting happens at muzzle level. When two dogs meet, they sniff face to face. That's how the bond is confirmed. That's how recognition happens. The problem is that you're 5.5 feet tall, and your dog's nose is about a foot off the ground. Researchers found that dogs that jump on people are executing the exact same social behavior they'd use with another dog. They're not asserting dominance. They're not being bad. They're trying to get to your face because, in their language, a real greeting happens eye to eye, nose to nose. Every time your dog jumps on you, he's saying he needs to see you up close. That the distance between the floor and your face is the only thing standing between him and the most important moment of his day. 3. The crying and whimpering say something about the whole day, not just that moment. Some dogs don't jump, don't spin, they just cry. A long, almost mournful sound that starts before you've even fully opened the door. And that sound breaks every owner's heart. But here's what that sound actually is. Researchers found that dogs use vocalization as a social reconnection tool. In the wild, when pack members separate and reunite, vocalization is the signal that confirms the separation is over. It's a closing ritual. The whimper isn't an expression of how much your dog suffered all day. It's an expression of relief in that exact moment. Think of it this way. Your dog spent the day in active waiting, confident you are coming back. And when you do come back, his body needs to release everything that's been held in. The crying is that release. It's the line between before and after, between absence and presence. When your dog cries the moment he sees you, he's not telling you he was in pain. He's telling you that you just fixed the only thing in his world that was incomplete. If this is changing how you see these moments, hit that like button and subscribe. We're here to translate what your dog has been trying to tell you, and to lift the guilt that millions of owners carry every single day for no reason. Share this video with someone who walks out the door every morning, feeling like they're letting their dog down. 4. The calm dog at the door doesn't love you less. He might love you more. This goes against everything most owners believe, but it needs to be said. Not every dog explodes when their person comes home. Some stay on the couch, wag their tails slowly, walk over without any fanfare. And a lot of owners read that as indifference. Some feel a little hurt. Others get worried. Researchers found that dogs with more secure attachment tend to show less intense reactions when their owner returns. Not because the bond is weaker, but because the level of anxiety during the separation was lower too. They waited with confidence, not dread. So the reunion, while deeply meaningful, doesn't need to be expressed as a full-on meltdown. A dog who greets you calmly might be a dog who learned, through years of your consistency, that your return is a given, guaranteed, that there's nothing to fear and nothing to go overboard about, because you always come back. That's not distance, that's faith, and faith is only built by someone who never let them down. 5. What you do in the first 3 minutes changes everything. And now, what I promised at the start. Be honest with yourself. How do you come home when your dog greets you? Do you match his energy? Talk in a high-pitched voice, scoop him up, respond to the excitement with more excitement. Most owners do this thinking they're showing love, and it is love. But here's what nobody tells you. Researchers found that the quality of the reunion between a dog and their owner directly influences how much stress that dog will show during the next separation. When you amplify your dog's excitement at the door, you're signaling to his brain that the time you were gone was a major emotional event, and his brain logs that as the reference point for tomorrow. You leave. His brain remembers that last time this happened, the reunion was intense, and the alert level goes up. On the flip side, a calm, present, warm homecoming tells your dog's nervous system that everything is okay, that you came back like you always do, that the world is in order. This doesn't mean walking in silently and acting like he's not there. It means walking in, taking a breath, letting him sniff you and process your arrival, and then crouching down, talking to him quietly, making that contact with real presence. You spent the whole day feeling bad for leaving, but meanwhile, your dog was doing exactly what healthy dogs do. He waited, he trusted, he saved every bit of joy he had for the moment you opened that door. Your dog doesn't greet you like that because he was lost without you. He greets you like that because, to him, home was never really complete, until you walked back into it.